Oddity is out of control. Guys, this is a quick update about Oddity Tech, ticker symbol ODD. And actually everything I've said in my last update where I basically explained what could have been a smart trade on Oddity, everything still stands. So go and check my last article. The link is in the description or in the first comment. So sales declined 26% instead of the 30% guided. So it's a bit better, but it's still irrelevant. So the damage is confirmed. And the management said they remain hopeful that the business is going to recover in the second half. And the word hopeful is basically telling everything. They have no clue if the problem is going to be solved or not. CPA finally improved in May, quarter over quarter, so sequentially. CPA is cost per acquisition, while it kept getting worse since the last basically earnings report. I believe it was like early February, where they discovered, they admitted and told the problem. So even though since then, and probably even sooner than then, I think it was January, where they became aware of this, even though they of course started to put corrective action in place, the CPA kept getting worse quarter over quarter till April. So January, February, and April, 3 months of corrective action still didn't give any results. May is starting to be better, but still we don't know if it is they don't know if it is random or if this improvement will keep in June and July until they basically normalize in the second part of the year. What really surprised me is the amount of power that Meta has for Oddity, of course, and in general, logically for all D2C companies. So everyone that needs to advertise and acquire consumers need to be dependent more or less on Meta. And the management, when asked during the Q&A in the earnings call if they could diversify, they basically said they are doing whatever is possible to diversify, but still Meta account for more than 50% of market share in the beauty market, so they are obliged to use Meta. So they are basically dependent on Meta for the survival, to acquire the customers. And even though in this case, basically the issue they had with the algorithm is of course on Meta, is Meta's fault. Meta is not accountable for anything. Actually, Oddity still need to spend money to keep the algorithm going, to do testing, to try to understand what's wrong, how to improve it. So they are keeping spending money, even though they are not having any results. They get this disruption. They need to solve basically the problem at their expenses. And this even give me more confidence in the power that Meta has in the general market of consumers. This is, of course, a sign of big fragility for Oddity that is making me at least rethink all the thesis. And in general, it's a point of attention for any D2C investments, and I'm heavily exposed in the D2C. So this is something that it's teaching me a hard lesson about D2C business. So I still think D2C, direct to consumers business, are the holy grail for deploying and taking advantage of AI, because you need data, you need the connection to the end customers to do something good, to build a flywheel. But still, I will be very careful to understand what are the risks in terms of concentration with any advertiser partner, how is the go-to-market for these D2C companies, and really if Oddity can really get out of this, because I'm no longer sure, honestly, about this. So the thesis is still intact. Nothing changed on the product and broader, let's say, business model side, but customers acquisition, of course, it's it's a deal breaker, right? If they cannot acquire customer, then they cannot survive. So this is really a point. I will dig deeper and I will think about it. I still think that web traffic, it's a decent proxy. Indeed, web traffic of Il Maquillage, especially, that is the brand more impacted by this issue, kept going down during till basically today. So probably when web traffic will be rebounding, hopefully very soon, could be even June, if this uptrend, let's say downtrend in the CPA keep going, then I may do some interesting trade, as I was announcing in the article before. So stay tuned and join the business ontology community to be the first to know what I'm doing. For now, my position will remain untouched. No financial advice, guys. Do your homework and see you soon. Ciao.